deck is finally being painted. So this is the before shot. Going to get it all painted and looking good for the wedding in a few weeks. Taken everything off. So there we go. That is the before shot. Still need to move some of this stuff, but it's big and heavy. But we'll leave that to the boys to take off. So the lower deck's been painted, although now it's a light grey. You can see all the branches and leaves that have fallen. Never mind. And they've done the railing, and tomorrow they'll come and start on this section. And they've got to do the stairs down there still too. Hello little birdie. There's all the furniture sitting down there on the grass. Yeah, so they're going to come and do this deck tomorrow. But looking good so far. G'day guys, welcome back. How are you all today? Hope you're doing good. I am. And this, I know I've been making a few different molds lately, but this is my one that I did yesterday. I poured the silicone in it yesterday. So it's my like updated one. Oh my gosh. It's just like, I'm so happy with it. It's got all the rock edges. It's just amazing. So happy. Right, so the first time I'm going to pour in it, and I'm going to do pink and gold. Now, previously I've done a pink and gold. That's the back. Didn't like the front, but I do like the back. And then this one was pink and silver. Again, that was the front. Didn't like it. Like the back. So that's very strange because normally I don't like the backs of them. Anyway, I'll go again. 2 colors. Keeping it simple. Himalayan salt from Art Tree Creations. And pearl white from LeRez with a gold leaf center. That's what I'm using. I've got the Barnes Clariti, nearly out of it now, and it's got it there. Because this is a bigger mold, these are like 11.5 centimeters across, so I've mixed up 500 grams because I've got my little hearts as well. Because I'm pouring your heart out, my molds are going to have hearts, and you can either have it as a key ring or you can do a pendant, whatever. So I've made up 500 grams because they're bigger than my usual coasters that I've been making. So let's get started. I'll start with the pretty pink. Look at that. I just want a really pale pink with a little bit of white through for these coasters. Now I want quite a lot. I'm going to do a big heaped spoon. Hopefully that won't be too much. So I want a full cup of the pink. I'm sorry if you can hear scraping outside. My husband's putting rock, like crushed rock, in our driveway, on the lower driveway that goes down to the granny flat. All in preparation for the wedding in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So he's doing that. And I get to play. And that's the white going in. I don't know if you can hear scraping. Went up to the landscape place this morning and got some crusher dust, or no, I think it's road base, whatever, road base, yes. Yeah, to put in the driveway. So he's scooping it all out of the trailer, taking it down. our lower driveway is on a bit of a slope, so when it rains really heavy, it kind of, you know, runs down and makes these little gullies in the driveway, because it's only it's not a proper driveway yet. Hoping it will be soon. Oh, see, that's a big block of leaf. I can't use that. I should have separated these. I'll try and be quick. I just need to separate them. I should have done it beforehand. See, look at that. See how it's all, they're all stuck together? It won't turn out very nicely if you put sheets in like that, have all stuck together. It just won't, because they won't be able to stir properly. Just get these big clumps. So you just have to take your time and separate those leaves. Tweezers is usually a good thing. I think that'll be enough. It should be enough. Hopefully it'll be enough. Right, just put a little bit of resin in there. And I'm going to add just a touch of resin first to these, just to stir them up to make a paste. And then I'll add the rest. I just find it's easier to mix up that way. You can just sit there for a minute. Just going to do it slowly so it doesn't all blow up in your face and onto your mold. Still tapping. So yeah, hopefully this will be pretty. I just want a really pale feminine colour. When I did my orange and brown one, I didn't stir my mica enough, and I had blobs of powder, and I thought, oh, what's that? You know, on the bottom of the coaster. And then it occurred to me that I hadn't stirred it properly. So I think if you make a paste first like this with a little bit of resin, like you're making a, you know, like a roux for a cheese sauce or a gravy, just add a little bit first. I think that will work better. So this is the time where you can maybe fast forward if you don't want to watch me stir, and catch up with me in a few minutes if you so desire. It just takes a little time. Look, I could, I guess, stop and pause it, but I have to take my gloves off so I can. It's blowing out a little bit. I just had to take it over there away from the mold and give it a good stir. So yeah, just be aware of that. If you don't stir it properly, you might get lumps of mica powder sitting on the bottom of your coaster. You know, if you're using the top of the coaster, it's fine. But if you turn it over and you see blobs, I got one. I got one I can show you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm just having a little look. Can you see those blobs there? Those blobs of orange? I haven't wiped the back of that yet. I've been painting it. I haven't tidied up the back yet, but yeah, that's what it looks like when you haven't mixed all your mica in properly. Okay, so that's the paste. Now we can add more resin. I'm doing about 3/4 of a cup. These are 4-ounce cups. Weigh 120 mils. They're just little espresso cups, I think they are. Little espresso shot cups. And I like the paper ones for 2 reasons. Because you can pinch the edge there to make a little spout. And also they're disposable. So less clean up the better. I do tend to clean up as I'm going, but look at that. Now I want it nice and opaque, because I want to try and get my striations. Love my striations. I find if you don't put enough mica powder in, it kind of just is too wispy, and you don't get the striations. You just kind of get the mica sitting on top, sort of floating on top. Hopefully that's, look at that. Oh, it's like cotton candy, isn't it? Fairy floss, love it. So not putting any ink in this one. I forgot my cup for my clear. I'll just have to go and get a cup. Just stir that up, break it up a little bit. Actually, I might not break it up so much. I might leave it a bit chunky this time. I just need to get a cup for the clear. forgot a cup for my clear. There we go. So it's going to have a lot of clear, I think. Not sure. It's a bit tricky with only 2 colours. Right, you two sit there. And I'm going to do what I did when I did the the orange and brown ones. You know how I waited half an hour before I added the gold in the centre? I'm going to do that as well, because that tended to work. Actually, I might just zoom you in a bit so that you can see better. Move you there. There we go. How's that? Betterer? Betterer. Make sure you're focused. There we go. Now we're all set. Set like a jelly, eh? Righto, here we go. I hope I've got enough pink. I can make up more anyway if I don't have enough. Here we go, around the outside. And because I've only got the 2 colours, I do need a decent amount of the pink. I'm just hoping I've got enough to go around all 6. If not, I'll just make some more. Try and fill them all about equally. I don't think I'm going to have enough. I'm going to be 1 short. Look at that. I'm just going to put you on pause. I'll make some more up. I'll be right back. Okay, and I thought, oh, I better make up some more for my little hearts as well. So I've got about 1/3 of a cup, 1/4 of a cup, 1/3 of a cup in there. And let's do the last one. Hope it's a similar shade. I tried to put, I kind of put like 1/4 of a teaspoon in. How cute are these? Okay, that's about it. Little tiny bit of pink left if I need it. Now, I'm probably going to have to make up some more white too, aren't I? But we'll see. I'll put a little bit in each first and try and get them kind of similar. And then I can always make up more if I need it. Just put a little bit in first on all of them. I'm trying to pour it into the middle. And I'm just going to push it out with my stick. Okay, so that's equal. Right, now I've got a little bit left. I'll just put a little bit more in all of them. This pink hasn't had as much chance to, you know, spread out as the others have. Okay, that's about it. You can have a little bit more. Drip, drip, drip. Okay, that's it done. Now, let's do the clear. And then I'll wait to do the centre. I'll wait for it to thicken up a little bit. So I've only got 1/2 cup in, otherwise I find I can't pour it. But I'll just keep filling my little 1/2 cup up, because I only want it to go into the middle. I don't want it to drip anywhere else. A little bit of clear in each first, and then I can add more. Did something just fall into that one? Is that something in there? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, put some more clear in. I'm going to keep a little bit of clear for the end. Now I've still got some pink left. I probably should have put more in. I'm not going to add it though, because I made the mistake of doing that with my brown and orange one. After I'd poured it all, I put some black around the edge. Did not work. So I'm not going to do that. So basically now oh, I missed the middle bits. Missed the little hearts. So now I'm just going to add clear again. Basically just to fill them up a little bit more. Sort of bring them up to the, almost to the top. Not quite to the top, because I do still need to allow for my gold. And let's fill that up again. Wipe my hands. What am I up to? This one. Okay. Now let's have a look. See if some are fuller than others. Oh, I haven't torched. Oh my gosh. There's always a hair or some fluff or something in there. See, that's going to ruin that now. Torch. Give it a torch, and then I'll put some more clear in. This resin doesn't really get very bubbly. It is what it says. It's very clear. So that's a good thing. If you're going to pull something out, try and do it in the same direction as your striations. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think it's worth even pulling it out, because look, now you've got a little line there, little dot. I think it's easier just leaving it. Right, a little bit more clear. And then that, I think, will do. Whoops. Don't want to overflow you. No, we don't. Okay, just wipe my hands because I've been catching the resin with my glove. All right, so I think that's pretty much... you're pretty full. You could have a little bit more. Just check them all, make sure they're all about the same. And then we'll wait for half an hour. Or I might even wait longer, I don't know. Depending on what it's doing, I might just do a top coat later, which means this will all be wasted, but we'll see. So I've got a little bit of clear resin left. I'm just going to tip it into my cup here. Actually, I'll leave it in there because it's safer in there with a wider opening of the cup. You know, if it's wider, it won't get as hot so quickly. So I'll cover it, and I'll come back in about half an hour and we'll see if it's ready to do the gold. Righto, it's been almost 35 minutes. So by the time I get started, get my gloves off and everything, it's probably going to be 35 minutes. Gloves on. Did I say off? On. Let's have a little look. See what's happening. Oh, they're looking amazing. It's just what I wanted. Just a pretty pale pink. Delicate. Now, it's kind of thick and globby. Probably could go a little bit longer, but I don't want to risk it all setting up. So Let's just pour the rest of the clear in here. You can definitely feel that it's thicker than it was half an hour ago when I left you. Look, it's just kind of sitting there. It doesn't want to flow off. Oh, goodness me. I've got to be careful I don't drip into my coaster. Let me do this over here. Okay, so that's getting pretty thick now. I'll just wipe my stick off and I can reuse it. It can sit there. I'll wipe that. Clean up as I go. Less mess for later, hey? Alrighty. Now, I hope this is going to work. Please work. Oh, the other thing I need to do is do this with a spoon. I've got resin all over my gloves, so let me just wipe my hands so I don't stick to everything. Isn't it just a gorgeous pale pink colour? What do I do with my spoon? Alright, so what I'm going to do is, oh, that's getting really quite warm. I better get a wriggle on. I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle, like half a, let's do a little bit. We'll start with just like a half a spoon. I want to see what it does. Just going to be careful not to drip it anywhere else except for the middle. Oops, that one had a little bit more in than the others. Is it closing over? I think it's probably still going to close over. A little bit more. I figure if I go higher, maybe it'll stay on top if I build it up higher, hey? It's like a little mountain sticking out through the clouds. Maybe, I don't know. I always struggle with this. I do, with my top covering up my gold or my silver or whatever I've got in the center. Always happens, but I've left a little bit of room. See, it's just gone over the top. I have left a little bit of room in the coasters to do a clear coat if I so desire. Now I'm going to just drizzle this very gently, see if I can get that top to kind of go away and leave my gold showing. Don't want to put a lot of weight on it because I don't want the gold to move too much. Oh, look, now I've dripped in there. I have to be really careful. I could do a spoon, couldn't I? I think we can get my other spoon. It's probably easier. And we'll see whether or not it's going to come back. Oh, let's come back. Why? Why do you always come back and cover my gold? Does anyone know how to do this without it coming back to haunt me? Maybe I needed to just wait an extra 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Most of it's, is it okay? I might just wait 5 minutes and come back because I've got a little bit here. I'll just wait another 5 minutes and I'm going to come back and just put a little bit more on. Poke you down a little bit. See, it's getting really quite sticky on top. A big blob there. Obviously didn't break that one up very well. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I've got it in here. Just a couple of them don't seem to have quite as much. Or has it been moved when I put the clear on? Not sure. I guess maybe I could have waited a little bit longer. Now I don't want to get overboard and put too much on, you know, because then it's just too much. No, no, oh God. Don't go in there. No, get out. Oh, where's my pointy end? Get out. Did I get it out? All right. Stop playing with it, Julie. See, it's closed over again. All right, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give that 5 minutes. It's still moving. I'm going to wait 5 minutes. I'm going to, oh, the middle. I forgot the middle. My little hearts. All right, I'm going to mix up some more little gold flakes. I'm going to wait 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Right, it's actually been 45 minutes now since I finished pouring these. My resin is still flowing, but it's really quite thick. I did make up a tiny little bit more gold, put it in there, it just sunk. So now I'm going to just do the same as before, try and pour a little bit of this clear over the top and just see if I can get that top to kind of move out of the way a little bit so that we can see the gold. That's the theory anyway. And I'm thinking because it's thicker now, maybe it'll like stop flowing over the top. That's my theory. Whether or not it works, I have no idea, but we will see. I mean, I know I could wait and do a top coat. It's starting to get stringy. I know I could wait and do a top coat tomorrow, but seriously, it's a pain having to wait another day to do a top coat. It's not ideal. No, I just want to get it done, move on to the next project. I don't want to really come back to it tomorrow and then I have to wait another day to unmold it. Is it staying clear or are those ones filling up again? I'm just sort of putting it on gently because I don't really want the gold to move too much, you know, to go out into the rest of the coaster. I kind of want it just to stay in the middle. So I'm just putting it on gently and just kind of swirling the resin around. I mean, the gold is moving, but I'm hoping it's going to stay in the middle. I'm just going to keep going. Whoops, it's getting really stringy now. Got to be careful it doesn't leave a line across my coasters. I don't know, you guys, maybe it would have been better just to do the top coat. I always say that, don't I? But, you know, I'm trying to figure out a way that this can work. Let's put a little bit on here. And this is also a little test, you know, this is 45 minutes. If I just put a blob on the top there at 45 minutes, is that going to cover over? Pretty sticky now. It's still covering over. It's got to be a way. Got to be a way, you guys. It's still covering over. Okay. Well, I'll leave it there. Because I really want these coasters to be perfect the way I want them. So I think I will come back. You know, I tried my best. I did. I think I'll come back and just do a little light flood coat. Don't want to, but look, it's all coming, it's just all closing in. And now my gold is spread, and I only wanted a little bit of gold, and now it's all spread, so not ideal. There's a big blob in there of unmixed gold. Well, not unmixed, but just a blob. All right. Well, I tried. And this is, you know, it's really thick now, and it's going all stringy, so I probably won't film it. Take you down for a little bit of a close-up, but I probably won't film me coming back to do the flood coat. I mean, you can see a little bit of the gold there, but again, excuse me, a little bit in the middle. I don't know. Do you think it's okay? Should I just leave it like that? But a lot of the gold is being covered by the sides. Look at that. See, it's the white's sort of covering it. So I don't know whether that's enough. And then my little heart as well. The hearts are full. I can't, whoop, where's the other one there? I can't put any more resin in that. They're full. But, no, can you see there's still a little bit of room in those coasters? I can put a little bit more of a flood coat on. So, here we go. All right, decisions. Anyway, I'll have a think about it, see what I want to do, and I'll keep you updated. Hey guys, I'm going to do this flood coat. So I've had them sitting under this cover overnight. It's a plastic drawer. It's a little set of 2 plastic drawers, and I just take the drawers out and they cover really nicely. So that's them there. A bit of fluff. Must have snuck in when I opened it to look at it. Give it a bit of a blow. Right, so I've just made up 100 grams of resin. Should be enough. And I'll make up some more gold leaf. Oh, I need my tweezers. Really not a good idea to do with gloves. Tweezers are much better. Could have done this beforehand, couldn't I, before I started filming. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's stuck. Okay. I'll have to wipe it off with a baby wipe. I'll do it later. Just put some of these in. Now, I think maybe 1 leaf per center. See how that looks. Put a little bit of resin in there. Wasn't quite sure how much to make up of resin, but I thought, oh, I'd rather do a little bit more than a little bit less. So that doesn't look like enough, does it, to do 6 centers? Let's put a little bit more in. It's a bit tricky to work with this stuff. A little bit more resin. So what I'll do is I'll pour a flood coat on first, and then I'll just sort of pop this in the middle. I'm making it a little bit sort of on the thinner side, not too much like a paste, so it will kind of spread on its own. It's just if it's too sort of thick and pasty, it won't spread, and then you'll have the the flakes poking out through the top, and I don't want that. All right, I think that'll be enough. Righto, let's do this. If I can get that off. It's bugging me. Nope. All right. Let's get a baby wipe. Baby wipes are amazing for anything if you're working with resin. They just come in so handy. All right, there we go. Done. Now the hearts, I don't think I've got enough room on those. Let's pour some on. And I was going to be careful I don't pour too much on and it goes over the edge. I've probably only got like 2 millimeters, if that. Just give everyone a little bit. And hopefully it'll sort of spread out to the edges. Maybe I can help it a bit. I'll put a little bit more on. And see if it'll spread on its own. Hopefully they're kind of even. Well, that's it. That's all I've got. So, hopefully that's enough. Now, this might just take a little time. I'm just going to push this all to the edges. You can hear it's nice and set hard from sitting here overnight. Right, I might just put you on pause while I level all that out, save a bit of time. I'll come back to you. All done. Now, they're quite full, so hopefully I've got enough room to add a little bit of gold. Otherwise I'm going to be in trouble. I need a spoon. I wasn't going to film this. I was just going to do it, and then I thought, I'll film it. Why not? There's a little tiny plastic spoon. Now, let's just do a little bit in the middle. So, as I said, I didn't want it to sort of thick and chunky, so I wanted it to be able to spread on its own. Just give it a bit of a zhuzh. Open it up a tiny bit. See, this is where I would normally pour more resin on to sort of make it sort of flowing, but I don't want to do that. Just want to poke it down. May not have enough like depth of the flood coat to actually cover the top. So I may have a little bit of gold poking through the top, not sure. All right, I'm going to give it a bit of a torch. Pinch a bit from some of these. They're already really full, so I don't know if I can, you know, get enough to cover, well, enough space, I guess, because they're already full. But look, I'll have a play with it. I'll pinch a little bit from each of these and put some gold on them, and then they'll be pretty too. Right, I'll see you tomorrow for the unmoulding. Hey guys, I'm back. So same afternoon. The top coat didn't take very long to dry. It's dry, but I've got my glove on anyway, just so I don't leave any fingerprints. Oh my gosh, I am in love with these. It's just what I wanted. Just this gorgeous pale pink. Can't really see the white, but it's in there. It is in there, but just a little tiny bit. Let's get these out. Hopefully they'll come out nicely. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look, they're a little bit transparent. Look at that. I love that. I love how they're a little bit transparent. Just so delicate and pretty looking, aren't they? I wonder what the back looks like. I'm not that interested in the back. It's more the front that I'm really keen on with these striations, but we'll have a look anyway. Yeah. I don't often like the backs of coasters. So, but oh my gosh, look at that. Let's get them all out. It's the first time using this mold. So make sure everything comes out nice and clean. Look at that. I got the best straight edges on that mold. Oh, I'm just so happy, impressed with myself. There we go. Another one. We don't need to really see the backs, do we? I guess some people might like the back. You can see the white there. You got the pink there, and then you can see the definite white, and then that. But there's no striations on that side, so it's not really my thing. I really prefer that. Really pretty. Well, all right, let's have another look at this one. Oh, they're all coming out really nicely. Got a little, I think I probably overfilled this one a little bit because I've got a tiny little bit of overflow there. Oops, is that little bit still wet there? I better not touch the top. Okay, there we go. There's another one. Try not to touch the tops. There we go. They're all going to be the same. Do we need to see them all? I guess we do. Get them all out. All very similar. All got that little bit of transparency through there. Oh, I love it. Just what I wanted. So happy with these. And hopefully my little key rings will work as well. Look at the striations. And that gorgeous gold in the center. One more. Take it out. Oh, look at that. They all came out nice and cleanly. 6 p.m. so it's getting dark outside, so I haven't really got the best light in the studio. I've got all my lights on. Love it. Now, I wonder if I can get these little guys out. Might just put you there for a minute because I need to get under there. Oh, look at that. Oh, it came out. Look at that. Wow. I have a little heart key ring, keychain, pendant. Isn't it sweet? Oh, it's so cute. Gorgeous. Right, let's get the last one out. I'll go around the other side actually. And just move you out of the way so that I can get my hand under there. I'll pop that out. When I poured the silicone into the hole, I got my little skewer and pushed it in. Actually, I'll give it a bit of a poke. I'd hate to break it off. That would be awful, wouldn't it, if it broke off. There we go. Got it. Got it. Let's have a look at it. Oh, it's got a tiny little bit of resin over the top. That's why. Must have poured a little bit too much in. I can just snip that out. Even got some little striations in this. It's so cute. Love it. I'm going to put it on my key ring. All right, so there we go. There's the set. I'll set them all up tomorrow if I've got time before work, but I'll do it at some stage. Set them all up, take a photo shoot for you. And I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.